All right. So, how's it going, my friends? I've been asking many times about people why I read books and why I always reading. Okay, because anytime I go to work, I have a book with me, and every break, every lunch, take my book and reading a few pages before I go back to work. So that's very interesting because this is my real experience with reading books, and I tell you my opinion. Can you become successful or smarter or richer by reading books? So I've been reading about 70 books from 2016 until probably today. So I'll tell you my opinion, okay? That's what I do. This is what I like. I love reading books, and that's my own decision, okay? If you don't like reading books, you can do something else, watching TV. But we know that the average American spends about 5 hours and a half, 6 hours daily by watching just TV. So, which pretty much it does nothing for your brain when you're watching TV, right? Especially when you have kids and you're watching TV in the same room, right? That's not good for your kids. So it's better to read some books. It's very good to read some books and get your brain more richer. So I started reading books in about 2016, 2017, mostly business books, study rich people, and just books that I can learn about something. For example, technologies. Okay, so this is my actually first book I've ever bought and start reading. Right, this is the book I about successful people in life. That's how I started reading this book, and I didn't even know what's going on with this book. I just saw it so small. I was like, that will be fine to read, let me see what's going on. It's small and it should be easy to read, and yeah, that's how pretty much this book pushed me to read more books. Yeah, I keep this book forever. This is something interesting for me. So as I said, I sometimes I read the books about Thomas Edison. How you cannot read this book? Okay, how you guys can even not know in Thomas Edison lives? Okay, he's very important person. He is the god of the lights, electricity. Okay, since I'm in aviation industry, I decided to take a look at the person who, let's say, discover a lot of new things in electricity. I also read Nikola Tesla books. So it's very interesting. It's very interesting to see his life and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and talk about books that can make you even more rich, maybe, right? So books allow you to experience other people or other places and other culture that you may not be even to never be over there, or just something new experience. Okay, I prefer physical books over the audiobooks, just because it's much easier for me to read books. Okay, physical books, it's more I feel like it's more in control. Okay, I did listen a few books, but I cannot concentrate when better than having a book in a hand. Listen to books, when you usually listen to books, you pretty much doing something else, right? You either driving, you either going to work, you working, or you do some work around the house. So that's how you when you lose your ideas. Okay, you may lose a very important piece of information in this book while you're driving. Now you have to pay attention to the road, not really to the book. So that's why I really prefer to get the book. I really prefer to make some notes, right? I make some notes over here. When I need something information, I go back in a book and I read it again. So just once in a while, I can read those books again and retain more information. So, but yes, it's better listening, even listening some books, audiobooks. It's better than not doing anything, than watching TV. So it's up to you, okay? It's pretty much it's up to you. Most of the people now, they're listening audiobooks, so it's easy. It's much easier to listen audiobooks than to have a physical book. I really believe it's up to you, and it's up to how important is the book when you read. If you're reading a book that's not really important, then it's okay. You know, I can listen it. But if it's a book that is very important and there should be some very important information over there, then yes, I can probably have taken in a hand and make some notes and stuff like that. So that's great books. The Intelligence Investor. This book is made in accordance with Warren Buffett. It's a very interesting book to read, and it helps you a lot. So as I said before, books helps you to. That's Super Money, very great book. I really recommend reading those books. So as I said, books help you develop the new abilities. Okay, you really develop your new abilities. It really helps you to focus and concentrate, because there is no distraction. There is only you and the book when you read it. Okay, so that's a big advantage when you're reading the book and when you listen to the book. So it's really up to you which one you wanna read. But reading is another way of getting more information. It's another way of getting more knowledge, more cheap knowledge. Okay, because it's expensive, right? It's expensive right now. Even my college, it's more expensive this year. As I said previously, parking lot is double this year comparable to last year, and the reason says because of COVID, parking lot this year will be double fees. So everything goes up, and I think reading the books is a very cheap way to get some more experience. So that's why I choose reading books, business books, successful people books. This is a book about Millionaire Next Door. That's a study about I forgot how many millionaire books. That's like 20 millionaires, I think. If I'm not sure, I forgot. That's like a description of how rich people live. Okay, this book. It's a must read book. You must read this book, and you'll see how far off you're living of your life. And there is a couple books like this. Okay, there is so many books like this, but then we're making a lot of mistakes, and I didn't know the mistakes before I got those books. Okay, we usually living above our means, which is a huge mistake. So reading is very cheap. It's very cheap way to learn new skills, and also it's a very best way. It's the best way to get on your way to where you wanna go. So my question is, can you get smarter by reading books? So I think my answer is yes. I think yes, you can get smarter. I think you can get somehow, some way, which will make you a better decision. You will make better decision when in a point of life or investing. Books will help you to make best decision you can ever make. You just like going to reading books is like going to the gym, right? When you go to the gym, you improves your cardiovascular system, right? The same way when you're reading books, your memory function, giving your brain a good workout. So, for example, a lot of books helped me when I was in between buying a house in cash or buying a house and finance. So I was in this dilemma before, okay? Because I say because I tried both ways. I said that because I did it, okay? So the option is, yes, I got my first property in cash. Yes. The second one I got finance. And the best decision I ever made to have a house in finance, not in cash. And this is when all my life changed, okay? I made a small portion of down payment through my house. The rest of the money I invested. So this is when everything changed, okay? This was like 6 years ago. And because I never really invested before, when I made this investment, it really changed my life, okay? I didn't buy any fancy cars, any crazy stuff, just to show the people how much money you have, or just to impress people. Because you don't have to impress anybody, you have to impress yourself, okay? Impress yourself first, and you don't have to show anybody that you have money or whatever. But I think investing in yourself, Warren Buffett says like this: if you have $1,000, where would you invest it to make more money? So his answer is invest in yourself, okay? So that's how I got into Bitcoin, okay? I started reading books. Oh, even I read the Stephen Hawking book. That's a great, smart person, okay? You have to know his life. It's very interesting. It's in Russian, but it's very interesting. So, one of the best books that I ever read, it's that I've said it because from a point of view of technology and how the government spying us is the Edward Snowden, okay? This book you must read it, okay? This book I was reading nights in a row and I couldn't stop it. It's just so amazing book. It's like a movie, okay? This is a very important book to know. This is something you have to know, and it's just a great book. I love this book, and I'll read it again. I read it, go back, read it again. It's a great book. So start reading. I do read a lot of books about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and blockchain, okay? That's why I feel more confident, guys. If you see me posting a lot of stuff on Facebook about Bitcoin, blockchain, stuff like that, is that because I have a lot of confidence. I've been reading and studying blockchain very, very long time, and that's another great book about blockchain technology. So I feel comfortable, okay? I feel comfortable in investing into blockchain stuff. Pretty much right now, everything you invest in blockchain is profitable. So that's why I feel confident. A lot of people ask me why I'm so confident in Bitcoin and Ethereum. I've been holding Ethereum from I bought Ethereum $100, $200, and up to $300. The most of the Ethereum I got to about $200. Probably because of this guy, right? Choose Yourself, James Altucher, 2016. I was reading one of his books and I got shocked, okay? And that's how I start reading more about the blockchain, more about Ethereum, more about government, okay? More about government. So if you wanna know how important is Bitcoin, if you wanna know why I believe in Bitcoin and why Bitcoin can disrupt most of the financial industries, you must read this book, okay? This book is a must read. Bitcoin Standard. It's a very important book. It's not about Bitcoin. It's 70%. It's about gold, silver, money, financial, about banks and how money works and stuff like that. So I think if you read this book, you will change your mind totally about money, banks, and government. We live in a time where government, they're just killing us. Okay, they don't want you to be successful. They don't want you to be successful. They want you to spend more money. They want you to spend as much money as you could. Okay, this is when velocity of the dollar is getting moved. They want velocity. Okay, they don't want to save your money. So velocity is very important for economy. The more velocity, the more income comes to the economy. So another great book about financial and banks cartels. This book, it's very, very great book. You have to know. I think you have to know this book and this book. Even if you hate Bitcoin, even if you don't like Bitcoin, you have to read this book. Okay, this book is very important. It's not about Bitcoin, not at all. It's 80%. It's about financial. It's about banks. About everything. This book, it's about money, how money works. In order to be successful, this is my lesson that I learned before. In order to be successful, you have to know how money works. If you don't know how money works, then you don't know. You don't know how to prepare for the future. Because before I got into Bitcoin, guys, I never got into the Bitcoin like people jumping right now. Okay, they're just jumping right now to Bitcoin and buying all those stuff, not even know. So before I started investing my money, I went to a financial advisor. I went to conference. I went to webinars, seminars. Okay, because I invested a lot of money, a big amount of money I invested. So that's how I decided to get a mentor. Okay, a mentor is when somebody's teaching you one-on-one how to handle your money, how to help you to invest your money in a less risky way, and also that's up to you pretty much how risky you want. But he's helping you to keep you on the right way. Okay. My mentor was great, right? It's expensive. I paid a lot of money for my mentor. I paid like $3,000 a year for my mentor, okay? And I paid $2,000 a year for other one. So it's up to you how much you wanna pay. I spend a lot of money for conference. I spend a lot of money for webinars and seminars. There are some free, good webinars, but also there are some of them you have to pay. And this is when you get your value. This is when you get your value, because you guys. The thing is that think yourself about becoming a UFC fighter. Okay. In order to become a UFC fighter, you need a trainer. You need a good trainer to train you every day to make you successful. So how come you don't understand the same way in becoming rich or wealthy, or if you wanna be real wealthy, or if you wanna be just financially independent? Okay, so how come becoming financially independent you don't need that trainer? So that's why I decided that you also need a trainer. You need a mentor to help you financially. Okay, if you wanna be financial free, you wanna be accumulate some wealth in the future, you need a trainer. You need somebody who train you. Okay, same way for UFC or any type of sport, you need somebody to work with you every day to make you help and go where you wanna go. So that's how my decision to get a financial advisor. I got mentors. I spent a lot of money on my education. Okay, so I think that was my best idea I ever made, to invest in myself first. Okay, I invest a lot of money in myself, and I love it. This is what was the best idea I ever had in my life. So investing a lot of money, so investing some money, okay, and just by holding them, in a few years you will be surprised how much money you can make if you just know what you're doing. Okay, let's say you invest $100,000 now today. Maybe for you, maybe let's say it's not a lot, It's not gonna make you rich, but when you look after 5 years, you'll be surprised. Okay, you'll be surprised how much money you can make from those $100,000 if you have a right education, a right people to help you. So don't hesitate to invest in yourself. This is the books I read. I read a lot of books. The thing is that I stop reading books right now because I have a lot of books from college, from school, and it's kind of hard when you have to combine school, work, and still reading some those books. So when I started for my school, for my college, I slowed down on reading those books. I read a few books only, so a few pages, very few pages a day, or even sometime a week, because I don't have time to read them. But once I'm finished with the schools, I'm going back to reading good books. So yeah, again, my best idea for you, for anybody who wants to become a little bit financial independent. So let's talk about. Let me tell you guys what I mean by saying rich, wealthy. Okay, in my idea is when you rich or you're wealthy, it's not just have fancy stuff. Okay, big houses and stuff. It's about how much I can live with my money accumulated with not working a single day. Okay, let's say something happened to you tomorrow, and think yourself how much you can live and feed your kids, your family without you. Okay, let's say you disappear one day, how much longer can you live, kids, on your background work, how much you accumulated. So this is what I think about my kids and my future kids, how long we can live just in case something is happening. Okay, you have a great day and see you next time.